Hello everybody. Um, as a video here on the Twin Flames, I had someone wrote me a message the other day. I posted on a Facebook, and I said, you know what? Instead of me just go over it, it's happening to a lot of people. I was just gonna go ahead and make some video. Can I, post what you wrote to me? So she agrees. She's like, "Yeah, okay, just don't mention my name," which is I don't. And I'm making this video right now for you to understand that this is not a happens only to a one person, to a single person. This is begins to spread because those are the vibrations they keep taking us to the next level. And when we spreading those vibes out there, it happens to a lot of people. You end up in connecting with the people like that. You're gonna end up in situations like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and read you the things that she sent it to me, and I'm gonna go over into it, and I'm gonna give you some a little bit of I don't want to say programming. I want to give you some little bit of guidance of what you need to do for it, because that's what she was looking for. She was looking at the beginning for a guidance. I gave her a guidance, and she's like, you know what, I don't want this twin flame anymore. But there was something else that she wanted to look. So here's what she wrote though. Hi and a good morning, deal. I wasn't going to contact you back as I had decided to not even pursue this twin flame stuff any longer until I heard your video on YouTube called Feeling Cheating in the Soul. Feeling cheating in the soul, it's the part of, if you haven't heard that video from me, go ahead and watched it. That is actually the internal process of how you become demisexual. Demisexuality is like you feel like don't have desire for sex with nobody else but that person, unless you have this high level of emotional contact. About a twin flames that it comes into, you increase that a notches up, which is on a soul level, and that becomes the part of you don't experience anymore the things that you usually experience as a normal human being. Now you are an evolved, you are improved enlightenment being, I would say. And that soul inside of you, it's right now that vibrations inside of you are trigger the chemicals for sexuality. And the part is that when you try to get it with somebody else, all of a sudden you feel cheating. And inside the soul, it's telling you, it's like, what are you doing? No, 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 no. It's only one. What? Only one. And you getting aggravated, you're gonna get mad. And here's what you wrote. I'm down here in tears because this is exactly the part of what I was going through with my life in Guy. And this guy I met, suddenly that changed everything in me. I'm feeling all sort of things, upset, hurt, angry, because I'm not knowing what I was going with me. And this guy I came across. I listened several of your videos and I had those same feelings for this guy. I had no idea what a twin flame was until he told me that he may be in that type of relationship after we had physically met. This was late in April. Over the next few weeks, he's saying he already had a twin flame, and this other lady is saying the same things. Oops. Now what? The thing is that the one prepares you for another. You begin to learning what the situations are. And if you are stuck on some place, there's always going to be the soulmate part that helps you through your journey. I was fortunate enough to have quite a few soulmates. They came in and step up, just simply to give me hands, to give me understanding, to help me to step one more step up and up, just so I can benefit the society, to benefit the public part of it. And it's very hard for people to understand this, that someone walks into your life simply to bring you someplace, somewhere, because someone does not decide, or it's not even getting there. As I said before, and I'm still going to state it, the only person who knows who is your twin, that is you, your twin, and God. Because nobody can tell you who is your twin. When you begin to understand the proper way of who your twin is, then you'll be ready for union. Premature unions, specifically because of physical needs or for any other needs except you to be in a soul union with your twin flame, they will create these problems within the twin flames. So the basic part is, when you have these soul connections inside of you, you need to look deep inside of your soul. What's going on? Why all this thing happens? This could be a situations where it is preparing you for where you need to be, where you're going to be, from one to another, and that situations that, like, the word twin flame wasn't that familiar in the past 4 or 5 years. In the past 4 or 5 years, because of the transitions of Uranus, that that part triggers a lot of people. They need to be moved, needs to be shifted. So he's gonna be coming back in Aries. So the people who are late, they can have another chance. After he moves, that's it. He's gonna stay in Taurus, and it's gonna help whatever we learned in the past 4 to 8 years, when it was that shifting. You will be looking at it now. There's going to be an action time. This is going to be proving that you as a soul have to create some kind of actions in the material world to create something for better world. And that is all this learning about of the twin flames. This all happened suddenly, and I'm wondering what the hell. He and I had a relationship like no other since February, and we talk about things, our feeling, love, etc. He was a little more on the reserve side, while I was the one telling him all these new feelings that surface about the love I had for him, and now this shit. All of a sudden, and this lady came out from nowhere. Listening to your videos has explained how to felt this entire time. He's told me through the time we communicated how he had been feeling, but never opened up like I did thought. I knew nothing about twin flames at the time. I could barely explain what's going on with me. I suddenly started growing to the awakening, and he was triggering me a lot, vice versa. I didn't know what was going on, and now I'll never know since he ghosted me now. I'm sorry to go on, but this still bothers me, and I listened to a video this morning brought back these feelings again. In researching about twin flames this past month, I feel like that's what he and we were experiencing, is that he brought to me before he ended things. I am unsure if he and this other woman are twin flames, but my intuition has been telling me otherwise. I'm just confused and upset. Here's the part though. In my journey, the girl that woke me up, she's from San Salvador. I made a video about her. I posted a picture about her of it on Facebook, and there was a people who stepped into me because they don't understand twin flames. They don't know about the twin flames. Here is the part I tell pretty much everybody in these confusing situations. Is the confusing situations are coming in to clear the parts inside of you. This is why you don't know who is your twin flame until you evolve so much in a position that when you evolve, you're gonna be having those stages. I'm not talking about the twin flame stages. I'm talking about you evolve in stages out of your spirituality. And that is the stages when you become an awakened, then you become understanding, then you become a person like you can be guide, master, a teacher, whatever title you want to put yourself into it. And then all this part of you as a master, as a teacher, all of a sudden it's gonna be completely go out, because you're going to go to exile. When you go to the exile, you will understand that you illuminate yourself as a soul, and that is something you personally have to do. This is why in some of the teachings, when the spiritual master abandon its students, they don't know what to do. They feel lost and they feel angry at their master. They feel it is about the master has to evolve himself before he's teaching somebody else. So your illuminations process, it's going to begin with an exile. 99% of the spirituality people, they're getting stuck into the teacher, the mastering. They stay in the master level simply because they find some kind of way of creating an income or some kind of image or something they're protecting and keeping. They're not going out in exile. The real master, the real spiritual master, will go out in exile. He's going to cut all the connections with everybody. The only connection he's going to have is the connection with his own soul and the universe. Everything else is going to be cut off. And if you're twin flame, you're going to be really forced to cut the connections. Because the only connections you're going to have later on, that's going to be the connections between you and the spirit and the universe the spirit, your twin flame. That's it. Nothing else. But you have to illuminate yourself on that part. And don't worry about it when you cut your cords with everybody else. That it's dependency. There is going to be a people who depend on you, and there is going to be a people who you're going to depend on it. And you won't be able to illuminate yourself. Until there is a dependency, you cannot illuminate yourself. So that is the part I'm suggesting you to do, is find a part inside of you. Take your time and allow everything to happen in its own place. It's in its own divine time. For example, in about my case, about with my twin flame, there is a people who step up, there is a people who lied, there is a people who really wasn't behind everything. Guess what? They are what they are. Sooner or later, they're going to be doing what they're going to do. About my twin flame, if she's not her own truth, guess what? It's her problem, not mine. I have to work on my truth. And the divine time kicks in when there is all the other options of understanding that the universe provide. So you can have you and your twin flames when they're kind of like explored, they're exercised, there is nothing else can bring you and your twin flame together, then there is the divine interference. And that is the beginning of the divine time. Because you cannot tell your twin flame what to do or how to do or what the connection should be. You are connected through the spirit, from the spirit to the universe or God, whatever you want to call it, and then God, through spirit, talks to your twin flame. Not you. You cannot interfere by using the connections to it. You let them there. So when you evolve from that stage of the way you are right now, just to the beginning, be gentle to yourself. Take your time, really take your time to listen yourself. Listen your own soul. There is nothing more important in the twin flames as you listen your soul. Your soul knows the direction. Your soul is connecting to the spirit and the spirit to God. And this is how you're getting your proper way of understanding of where you are. So with this, I'm going to leave you with a few other things to do on it. Allow this whole situation to unfold itself. Don't try to interfere. Allow the universe to open up that situation the way it is. Because the truth will come up soon or later. Down the road, the truth will come out. The truth is truth. You cannot make it to turn it to a lie. It never been, it never has been, and never will be. So the other key way it is, if you feel hot, if you feel angry, if you feel aggravations, go out, cool out, chill out. There is a very good part that if you feel the hot vibrations, go take a cold shower, go drink a cold water. If that happens during the night, don't wear clothes when you sleep. That is one of the best suggestions, is you to be able to cool off the body. Another suggestions that I'm giving it to you is don't feel the anger inside of the soul. That will create a lot of things inside of you. Upset, hurt is because of the ego. Your ego wants to control or own that person. That's why you're hurt for it, because it doesn't go your way. It doesn't have to be your way. It's the universe way. This is why you need to evolve out of this three-dimensional physical reality of he belongs to me. Like my twin flame, like I was thinking at the beginning, she's belonged to me. As the physical part, she has to be with me. She was resonated as me. She knew I was her and she was me. And there was a people who actually knew that. They felt that. But guess what? Everything turns out to be the way as the divine time it should be. I have to keep going on, but I have to keep going on. Whatever she's going to do, she's going to do. I'm not responsible for my twin. She has to do her own realization. She has to do her own part of the journey. If she has to go through the ego part, and she has to go through whatever the hell that she has to go through it, whatever her hell or the universe gonna prevent to it, or whatever the goodness, or if she has to really stay with her karmic situation, that's the universe job. I won't interfere with this, and you should not interfere within a karmic relationship. Now, my karmic relationship is done with my ex-wife. That is completely done. Only thing that holds me is a piece of paper that says, like, Mr. Veselinov, you still married. Which is, to me, personally, that doesn't exist anymore. The confusion. You need to lose the confusions inside of you. If you listen your soul, the confusion will go away. Because the soul is going to tell you, relax, go this way, look at this information, look at that information, go search of this, what's happening on that situation, how others react to that situation. Other thing that I'm suggesting you go into, there is a open forums about twin flames. One of them, that it's the group on a Facebook, I Am Twin Flame. It's open. There is another group that I started on a Facebook. It's I Am Twin Flame, which is it's international. That's gonna be with people within different languages, different cultures, and they sharing their information. So you can find people that you relate into it, and you can be able to communicate and get a help. It's always good to get a help, because at the beginning when I was awakening, there was not much help to me. I had to go ahead and ask some people, bug people. I went out, actually I watched Lindy Cowling videos, which is to help me out, but I also listened in my soul. I was watching music videos. To me, the messages they were giving to me, they were through music. They were through music videos that I had to go ahead and figure it out on everything that's going on. But leave the situation the way it is at the moment, listen your soul, and let it unfold. You just open up a page within a book. You can't get aggravated in the first 2 pages if you haven't read the whole book. You don't know what's going to happen. It's just a part of the story. You're reading the part of a story. And you don't know how that story is going to end. When more time comes in, the more of the story is going to unfold, and the more powerful you're going to become. So thank you so much for watching the videos. I hope it's helping you out. I hope this is gonna benefit the community, and be love.